Welcome back, guys, to another creepy TikTok compilation. There will be an update regarding the jar experiment, so stay tuned for that towards the end of the video. But for now, let's go ahead and dive in.
Yo, I cannot even make this up. The World Economic Forum at Davos, they have a literal witch casting spells over all the people there, as well as the people in charge. At the very end, I'm going to show you something that she's doing, which goes back to 100 AD and even sooner. But basically, when she blows the wind out, she's blowing demons into people. Watch.
Why should I?
Gotta turn it down for a minute so we don't get no demons in here. Alright. She's blowing demons in them. Look at her headdress. I'll explain in 1 minute what that is. Why would this be at Davos? These are the people literally controlling the world in general, making the ideas for the future. This is all alleged, this is all speculation, this is just blah, right? Okay, like this is some serious stuff. Now look at her headdress, right? When we get over there, this is the way it is. Apollyon, Apollo, the Destroyer, the Lightbringer, the Statue of Liberty, a Roman god. That's exactly what she is showing herself to be. And then she does all these incantations, and then she blows the demons directly in these people. Our world is literally being ran by Satanists, and every day it's more obvious.
Honestly, all I heard her say was, I want to run away, why should I? And she's standing and she's walking around there like she's blowing demons in people's faces. She can barely blow smoke up her own arse, no harm to her. But when it comes to the World Economic Forum, this just demonstrates what goes on there and what kind of people they really are.
To all my people with the iPhone 15, y'all know about the spy cam? Check this out. Wow, that's crazy, homie. That's crazy. What? Now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had to go back and watch that a couple of times because when he picked up the phone and all that shit, it kind of looked like it was just getting the image from the phone and all of that. But then I looked at it again, and before he lifted the phone up, the camera was able to capture the little card or something on the little camera before he lifted up the phone. And I forgot that both of all the phones work, the cameras on the phone, they all work together. So that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is wild. I don't know if they did like some full-fledged trickery with this shit or whatever, but I don't put it past iPhone or Apple that this is possible, homie. I don't put it past them. If anybody out there wants to go ahead and test this out on their own, try that shit. But this shit is wild, homie. And it looked like it could be possible, man. Like a couple of the frames, it looked like it was kind of matching. I understand, like when she's holding it and all of that, it's not really like flailing around or, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. But they do have all of the different technology on those cameras and all of that shit, so it don't jitter and all of it. It's built like that. You know what I'm saying? I had to take all of that into account before I started just being like, oh no, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. But they built those cameras for those situations, for a handheld situation. So this shit is possible, homie. And kind of scary because if you able to just take that camera out like that easy, man, while you sitting there like at an airport or something like that, while you having a conversation, somebody could be distracting you. Somebody can easily swip and swap your shit fast. And now they tracking and recording and watching everything that you do. Shit is kind of scary, man. But now I want to know from y'all. Did y'all know that the iPhones 15s and all this shit was capable of doing this type of shit? Did you know you was able to just take the camera out and just do what you want with it? Because I didn't know. Now, another thing. Is this shit fake? Let me know that too. Because I don't know. It's not a for sure thing for me. So let me know. Drop it in the comments.
There's got to be at least one of you here watching this that has an iPhone 15. You've got to go ahead and try this and let us know in the comments below. I mean, for me personally, this is why I block the cameras on my phones and like any other devices, like laptops, you know, webcams, that sort of thing, except for this camera here, because I mean, you obviously need to see my face. But yeah, I've been blocking my cameras for a few years now. In fact, if I bit embarrassed to show you here, like, but Look at that there. Look at that bad boy. But you'll not get a phone like that in the market. That's just unbelievably class. Like,
do y'all remember how creepy Justin Bieber's Yummy video was? Let's start off with the promotion for the song. Justin had uploaded over a dozen pictures of babies onto his Instagram page with the hashtag Yummy underneath. In the music video, you can see Justin eating at a table enjoying food with a bunch of the elite or rich people. He's enjoying a sandwich until gross food starts coming out. Then he's no longer eating, but all the rich people at the table are still eating the gross food, still participating in the gross acts. And towards the end of the music video, you see a plate with a baby Justin Bieber on it, and it says Yummy. During the filming of the music video, Justin Bieber had a panic attack and had to stop filming for a while. And when asked by Ellen what Yummy meant, this is what Justin had to say.
What were you thinking of when you wrote that Yummy?
Yeah, my sex life.
Okay.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm married, you know?
Yeah, so you got that Yummy.
That's what it is, you know?
Yep, Yummy.
Woo! Is it getting hot in here?
Yeah, it was about his sex life. And then y'all find it weird how he was sipping tea in front of Ellen and got a little nervous. Y'all tell me what you think Yummy was really all about.
That lady could come to my house and come and stay. Would you like to come and stay?
And make sure to hit that follow button because part 2, I dive in deeper to what I think it's about. And things get weird.
as always, they show truth hidden in plain sight. But was this before or after he became Christian? Because I know that when he became Christian, like the paparazzis and the media, that sort of stuff, they would all make him out to be like a madman, like a crazy guy in the loop. And he came out with a few stories. One of those stories was about Will Smith and his wife, and the fact that they would SA him at their house, and the fact that he ran out. Yeah. Anyway, the whole thing's wrong. Like.
Have you seen this sticker on your produce lately? This sticker indicates that your fruit or veggie has been coated with a chemical called mono and diglycerides. It acts as a second peel to keep oxygen from getting into your fruit or vegetable in order to make it last longer. Watch here. The coating company is called Appeal, and its founders include the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and they also have high-profile celebrity investors such as Oprah Winfrey and Katy Perry, who believe that by making fruits and veggies last longer, as you can see here, you're helping fight climate change by reducing emissions and fighting food waste. There's no doubt that this invention will help the bottom line of businesses, but what effect, if any, will this engineered chemical have on the health of consumers?
Of course, one of the founders was going to be the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, because, I mean, why not? You know, they're dabbling into everything else so far, they may as well dabble into this as well. But the fact that the mono and diglyceride was so flammable, and the fact that this was approved by this, you know, food standard agencies, just goes to show you how corrupt they are, and the fact that they only see money as opposed to health.
Okay, y'all, I'm not trying to alarm you, but it looks like something is going down, because this is the Red Sea in between Sudan and Saudi Arabia, and there is a whole bunch of ships on that Red Sea. So what is going on, you guys, right? Not to mention, this just happened today. 10,000 U.S. Army troops were deployed into Saudi Arabia airspace. What is going on? What is the United States preparing for? What are we not being told? I mean, we hear talks of war, but how come the president hasn't come on television and said, you know, we have deployed 10,000 U.S. soldiers to Saudi Arabia? What is going on? And don't forget, you guys, we are literally in an election year. So there's a lot of things up in the air right now. A lot of things, including World War III, you know? Whenever there's an election year, they always want to pull some type of stunt on us and try to put people in fear. But we already know what this is. This is a spiritual war. This is literally a spiritual war. I don't know what they're getting ready for. But yeah, we're keeping you guys in the loop and letting you guys know what's going on, because the media is not telling us nothing about this. They're doing this at night. Right? They're being secretive about this. Why are you not telling the country what's going on with everybody else that's part of the country? It's weird, y'all. It's getting weird. All right. So again, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations. And this right now is very interesting. Do you guys know what's going on with the army and Saudi Arabia and all those ships on top of the Red Sea? Please let us know down in your comments. Share this video, you guys. Let us know what's going on.
I'm going to keep this one short and quick, but they're not going to go over to the Middle East to prepare for World War III. And it's obvious that the Middle East is not going to be affected in any way, which means that whatever is going to be happening is going to be happening on the doorstep of the West. And if you wanted to hide anything from the West, then being over in the Middle East to train would be your best bet.
This is crazy. Did you know the government passed this? Check this out.
Bet you didn't know this. 12 USC 531 exemption from taxation under US Code House.gov. What's this say? In effect October 1st, 2023.
What?
Exempt from taxation, Federal Reserve banks, including the capital stock and surplus therein, and the income derived therefrom, shall be exempt from federal, state, and local taxation. Ain't that a bitch?
Whoa. See, every time something's going on in the world, they're always passing bullshit under the radar. Like, without us knowing, man. I'm just now finding out about this shit, bro. This shit is crazy. Now, going over this video and what this stuff says, right? Who does this benefit? Who does this benefit? Huh? Please. Can somebody let me know? Because I'm drawing a blank here. Like, I don't know how this could benefit the American people. You know, when the American people is supposed to be, you know, the priority. All of this, like everything that these people be saying all the time, like, oh, you got to look out for the American people and put the American people first and all of that. How is this putting the American people first? Who does this benefit? Please, if I'm wrong, when I say, like, I don't think this benefits anybody, let me know who it benefits. You know what I'm saying? Because after seeing this and getting this little bit of information, this shit don't look like it benefits any American at all. The only people that need to be exempt from taxation is the American people. Like, why are you taxing us so hard? Y'all tax us on top of the tax that you taxed. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. You get taxed for one purchase probably like 8 different fucking times. Don't even know it. But this is wild, man. Another one of those moments where it's like, fuck, bro. I had no idea that they were trying to even pass this. Like, when were they doing all this stuff? The you know, the back and forth, the voting and all. When were they doing all of this for this? Why did this never pop up on the news or anything like that, bro? Damn, man, this shit is crazy. They always on some sneaky shit, man. Always. But I'm done. Now, like I said, if any of you guys out there knows what and who this move right here that they did, like who doesn't benefit, please let me know. Because as of right now, it looks like it benefits no one but the folks that's running the banks. That's what it looked like to me. But hey, I could be missing some elements. I could be naive or ignorant to what's really going on. So please, can somebody jump in the comment section and let us all know what this is about, what's going on with this? Not only that, who does this benefit? Let me know. Drop it in the comments.
It's obvious that it's not for the people, that's for sure. And in fact, if I was part of the shadow government, I would make everyone within the shadow government exempt from tax. The more money that we all make, the less money that's in circulation within that country. And so the worse off the economy is going to be. And so the worse off people are going to be, to the point where they'll have to foreclosure their houses. They're going to be made homeless. They can't afford food, etc., etc.
Bugs.
What can you say? The guy's a natural talent.
What else do you know as an orthopedic surgeon about water that's special? Every time you hang IV fluid, probably the most common IV fluid you hang is sodium chloride, 0.9% solution, just like I do. Have you ever asked the question, why do we use sodium chloride? Why is sodium such a big part of the extracellular matrix? Well, it turns out sodium chloride allows water to absorb more UV light. So what does that tell you? Okay, wait a minute. Now the cell has a mechanism in it via water to absorb more UV light. Not the same story that dermatologists and ophthalmologists told you, that the sun is toxic and you should stay fucking out of it. Actually, biology is telling you something radically different. That because we use sodium chloride, salt allows you to absorb more UV light in the blood, and you know that blood is 93% water. That's when you start to ask a question. what else fucking wasn't I told? And then you start looking at, for example, the aromatic amino acids in us. All of them have absorption spectrums that are in the deep UV range. And you go, why in the hell would Mother Nature take aromatic amino acids that absorb between 200 and 400 nanometer light? And that's not even light that's in the sun. You start going, is it possible that maybe there's a process in our body where we make light stronger than the sun to run our biology? And what you're going to find out, that's exactly what Fritz Pop found. And that explains why cholesterol and leptin have absorption spectrums that are 220 nanometer light. That is below what the sun provides. So you got to start asking your question, okay, this is getting more and more interesting. And you just keep going down this rabbit hole. And you'll find that the more questions you come up with, the better questions you start asking. And all of a sudden you can see yourself tearing your own paradigm down that you learned in medical school. You begin to realize that physiology really begins with light, water, and magnetism.
I love watching clips like this because it just blows my mind. It really does. There was a video that John Campbell put up there about 11 or 12 days ago. If you don't know who John Campbell is, go ahead, look him up. I definitely highly recommend that you look him up. But there was a video that he had with another guy, something similar to this, and it was really interesting. So yeah, look him up.
Let's talk about the origins of New Year's, the facts that most people don't know. See, New Year's was a celebration that was dedicated to this Greek god Janus. The description of Janus, the god of all beginning, gates, transition, time, choice, duality, doorways, passages, and endings. And this Greek god was described as having two faces, one facing the future and one facing the present. Or as the celebration is known today as New Year's. Something else that I find very strange while researching this god Janus. Janus presided over the beginning and endings of conflicts, and hence war and peace. I find that very interesting considering that everybody is saying that we're on the brink of World War III. The whole month of January was named after this Greek god. The name, Janus. And the people that decided to not worship this god, they called them the April Fools. That just goes to show you people are unknowingly still worshiping gods of the old world. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about the origins of New Year's in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
As you can see for yourselves, Janus was a two-faced, sad little god wannabe. But honestly, like if you look at the whole calendar, every single month of this calendar is after some form of god or demigod or whatever you want to call it. And in fact, when it came to Janus, he was one that came out that said that he was the beginning and the end, you know, that he was pretty much the Alpha, the Omega, and no one can get to paradise but by him. So Satan obviously knew that, you know, Jesus' time was going to be on earth soon, and so he wanted to try and make his mark before he did.
When you see in the ingredients flavor, this can be up to 3,000 different chemicals. Another one is citric acid. Citric acid is GMO mold which comes off corn syrup, and this is put into food to preserve it. This will create so many different diseases and problems within the body. Natural flavor can be anything that is natural, including bugs and stuff like that. In fact, Haribos and sweets, they use insects to color the sweets. We need to start looking after ourselves and avoiding these poison foods. If you have anything wrong with the body, you need to go on a fruit-only cleanse and start to fast once a week.
Again, this is why I want to start eating clean. I'm tired of just eating all that garbage. And as for the natural flavoring, you'd be surprised like the amount of stuff that contains natural flavoring. And a lot of people tend to think that when they see natural flavoring, it's a good thing, but it's really, really not.
One of my clients, one of my patients, is a producer in Hollywood.
Kriegte vor 2 Jahren einen Auftrag von Disney.
2 years ago, he received a task from Disney.
alle alten Disney-Movies zu überarbeiten.
To go over and edit all the old Disney movies.
In den Himmel diese Streifen einzubauen.
To put into the scenes of the sky these stripes.
So, when people see a Disney-Movie
also wenn
today,
dann die Leute einen Disney-Film schauen heutzutage.
Und sagen, weil Klinghardt, du sagst Klinghardt, dass diese Streifenbildung erst in den letzten Jahren so schlimm geworden ist.
And then, for example, people say today, well, Klinghardt, you're talking about these stripes being formed on the sky today, only as of late.
Dann sagen sie, hier ist ein Film von 1954, guck dir den Himmel an.
Then they will say,
der hat die gleichen Streifen drin.
Look at this movie here from 1954. There are the same stripes at the sky.
Die Streifen sind ein natürliches Phänomen.
That then convince people that the stripes are a natural phenomena.
Mein Patient hatte für $60 Millionen bekommen.
My patient received for this job $60 million.
What's your input on this, guys? Do you think he made it up, or do you think he's telling the truth here? I mean, I'm not disputing, what he's saying in any way, but the $60 million thing from Disney, I'm kind of questioning that one, to be honest.
One. Bang.
That's a pretty cool clip, like.
A voice only you can hear, DARPA's sonic projector. So they would pinpoint it to one target.
Hey, you. Ma'am, please wake up.
Wake up.
No sleeping in the library.
Most people of his age don't know much about sound. The whole idea of his sound spotlight system is to make sure that only one person can hear him, even though they're 20 meters away.
Hey, you there. You on the laptop.
Look at her. She's like, what?
Illegal files to the library network? I hope not. Hey, you there, studying. Liz, can you hear me?
Look at these girls. All these girls are like, what?
Hey, you. Looking at CDs.
He's like, shh, I got caught.
Taking the mickey out of innocent readers might seem a bit childish, but there's a reason why Dr. Pompey comes here to test his kit.
A library is about the most sensitive area you can think of. The audio spotlight, we can deliver sound specifically directly to people within the library without bothering the other people that are reading quietly.
Like this. First, your voice is transformed into high-frequency ultrasound. Sound so high, no one can hear it. Ultrasound is highly directional, so, like a torch, it can be pointed at someone standing a long way away. Although they cannot hear the ultrasound, it causes secondary vibrations in the air around them, and it's that sound the person hears.
So if you imagine you're in a room and I shine a flashlight at you, it's very bright for you, but it's very dark for everybody else. Much the same way, the audio spotlight creates a very narrow beam of sound. You can shine it at a listener. They hear it very clearly, and it doesn't create noise that might bother other people in the same space.
So what if all those people who go ahead and unlive their families and go out on unliving sprees and that sort of thing, and then when they go into the station, they turn around and say things like, oh, I heard demons' voices, they told me to do it, and that sort of thing. Like, what if in a sense they were right, except it wasn't demons' voices, it was actually DARPA, and there's like some mad experiment going on at the minute? It's just a theory,
Dude, I hate working night shift. They got me cleaning up all this broken glass.
Nope. Boss!
So I just walked into the dental school, doing a building check. Weird. And I walked in and there's nobody in. Right? You see there's nobody here. Look in there. Nobody there. Alright. No wind. There's no you can see there's no ducts or anything that comes there. And all these stations are shaking. They look good.
I'm not going to lie here, like, but if I was a ghost, I would chuck a bottle on him as well, clean it up. I mean, why not? You're ghosts. You can have the crack, you know?
But after we discovered that Target has entire shelves of shampoo that are all owned by the same mega corporations, I decided to go look at a bunch of other products that we put on our bodies and into our various holes. Because we all get the sense that this is just the illusion of choice, but it's different when you actually see it like this. Like the whole shelf of deodorant at Rite Aid that has like 3 options that are not mega corporations, but several that are specifically branded to look like they're natural and legit, like Schmidt's or Tom's of Maine. By the way, the women's deodorant was the exact same story. One option hiding down there in the bottom. I went to the skincare aisles of several stores. They purposely brand it to look like it's medical and like doctor formulated. They advertise all over the place that it's trusted by experts, you know, formulated by doctors that work for Procter & Gamble and trusted by experts that work at Unilever. Even at high-end beauty stores like Ulta, I only found 2 types of shampoo that were female or founder or family owned. The rest are owned by mega corporations and billionaire private equity, who I'm sure care a lot about your hair care and your health. They would never include carcinogens and toxic chemicals in their products. Obviously, all the class action lawsuits you can find on Google are just fear. But in some aisles, there are founder and family-owned brands made by real people that actually care about you, hiding amongst all of these other mega corporations designed to blend in. And so what I did is I started making spreadsheets and giving them out for free on my website with all the different types of, you know, health and with all the different types of skincare, personal care products, shampoos, with lists of the different brands that we all consume on a daily basis and whatever mega corporations or businesses own those brands. Because I'm not trying to say that all of these brands are necessarily horrible for you. I'm just trying to say that when you buy these brands, your money is going to these mega corporations. And mega corporations pretty much all play by the same corporate playbook. Target's top shareholders are Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock, along with a bunch of like investment banks and private equity funds. In about 4 hours of work, their CEO makes as much as the average Target worker makes in an entire year, which only totals up to like $17.5 million in 2023. I mean, poor guy got a pay cut. How is he going to afford the mortgage on his extra condo in the Caribbean? He might even have to sell one of the yachts. To be clear, that was a joke. I don't know if Brian owns any yachts. Not trying to spread misinformation, TikTok, just pure facts. I'm sure Brian is a great guy. And a lot of people misunderstand my message as being like capitalism is evil and capitalism is the devil, and that's not really what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that capitalism is what we make it with our capital. And when we all support giant monopoly mega corporations, we help to prop up this version of capitalism that is actually much more like corporate oligarchy. And we inherently have the power to change it, or at least to push on it. If we stop spending our money on this and start giving more of our money to companies like this, we can very much change the world, which I know sounds corny, but it's true. The reason why mega corporations do this is so that they can maximize the chances of the most of our money being spent on their product. But we all have the power to go into this aisle and to find that one little spot where the real companies owned by real people are hiding and to spend our money on those products. Because that money does not go to multi-million-dollar CEO bonuses. It goes to employees at real companies that actually take care of their people. It goes to voting for products that are not filled with chemicals that cause hair loss that then let those same companies turn around and sell you products to prevent hair loss. I'm not making that up. The aisle at Target has both those products, both owned by the same companies, both on the same shelf, right next to each other. I can't imagine why. So I know times are tight for a lot of people. I know the economy is horrible and it's probably gonna get worse. But personal care products are a great place to start changing your spending habits, because it's not like food that you have to consume every day and you have to spend tons and tons and tons of extra money to buy better brands. You just have to buy, a better brand once a month. Every couple weeks. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's massive. And if we all start voting in it with our dollars, we stand to change everything. 2023 was pretty depressing, and I guarantee you 2024 is gonna be just as or more depressing. But my 2024 is gonna be all about things that we can do to change, to make the world a better place. And we all know the world is run by money. So start using yours to promote businesses that make the world better. not worse.
Hopefully that wasn't too long for you there, guys, but yeah, that helps you put everything into perspective. But to be honest with you, you know, next time I'm out and about shopping, it's probably not going to change my approach when it comes to like deodorants or gels or shampoos, etc.
Gordinho. Ela, mano, é ela. Gordinho. Ela, mano, é ela. Gordinho, calma, ela não pode fazer nada contra nós. Você tem certeza, mano? Tenho. Que é isso, mano? Não. Vamos ficar, mano. A gente tá imune, mano. Que é isso, velho? Mano, que é isso, gordinho? Mano, vambora, Lucas. Você não pode fazer nada contra a gente. Que é isso? Vambora, Lucas. Você não pode fazer nada contra a gente.
When you're out with your mates at 11 o'clock at night and your woman doesn't believe you, and a while later you see her and she's dressed like Elsa from Frozen. Okay guys, so as promised, this is the update in regards to the experiment. So this is the love jar. So if we look at the love jar here, we can see that there's not a great lot going on. I mean, in terms of the skin on the inner layer, not much happening there. The rice itself is starting to kind of go a little bit moldy, but again, nothing really to report on in that regard. You know, the experiment is probably going to take a few weeks here, to be honest, but no real major difference in terms of this jar. Now the hate jar, however, you'll notice that there's a huge difference in regards to it. So if we go ahead and look on the inside, you can see that there's spots of mold starting to form and appear on the layer, well, on top of the water. And the layer itself on the inside doesn't seem to be too bad. And in terms of the rice, so you can start to see a difference in this rice as opposed to the love rice. It definitely is starting to get a bit moldy looking. So that's the hate jar. And again here with this one, the ones that you don't know about, this keeps on surprising me. So if we look on the inside, we can see there's one spot of mold. In terms of the layer, we can see there's a thick layer that looks like it's going to be turning moldy. But in terms of the rice, again, the rice doesn't seem to be looking that bad, considering. But as I said, it's going to take a few weeks for us to see the real results of this. So that's the results of the jar so far. I mean, out of those 3 jars, the hate jar and the other jar that you don't know about seem to be the most affected. The love jar, there's not much happening, which is a good thing. It's a good sign. So yeah, let me know what your comments are, guys, below. Or if you have any further tips or anything, go ahead and let us know in the comment section as well, guys. Thank you. Guys, as usual, thanks for chilling out with me this evening, and I hope you enjoyed the Creepy TikTok compilation. Please go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future videos, and also smash that like button so this video could be recommended to more like-minded people and also help out with the YouTube algorithm. But until the next video, guys, please look after yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you then.